Commission, VAT, overtime. Commission is a portion of your salary based on the amount of sales revenue you generate based on performance goal. Examples: an agent sold a television set for 2,200 kwacha. This amount includes 10% commission for the agent. What was the price of the TV set before the commission was added? So we are going to say 100% was the 2,200 kwacha. Before the commission was added, we are going to subtract 10% from 100%, which is going to give us a 90%. So say 90 to x, which we don't know, and then we'll cross multiply. 100 times x equal to 2,200 times 90. 100 times x is giving us 100x. 2,200 times 90 is giving us 198,000. To find the value of x, we'll divide both sides by 100. Our x is equal to 1,980. The price was 1,980 before the 10% commission was added. Or you can say 100% minus 10% is giving us 90%. So we'll get 90% of 2,200 kwacha. Percent means denominator 100. Of means times. So say 90 over 100 times 2,200. Divide 100 into 100. The zeros will go. We'll remain with 90 times 22. 90 times 22 is giving us 1,980. Therefore, the price was 1,980 before the commission was added. Question 2. A company salesman is paid a salary of 2,000 kwacha per month. He also receives a commission of 2% of the value of the goods sold. Calculate his total income if he sold goods worth 25,000 kwacha. So, the salary was a fixed one. Whether he sold goods or not, he would still get the 2,000 kwacha. For the commission, it was 2% of the value of the goods sold. Since he sold 25,000 kwacha, we are going to get 2% of 25,000. 2% times 25,000 is the same as 2 over 100 times 25,000. 2 times 250 is giving us a 500 kwacha commission. So his total income was the salary plus the commission, where the salary will replace the 2,000 plus the commission, which was 500. So his total income was 2,500 kwacha. Value-added tax VAT. Value-added tax is a consumption tax assessed on the value added in each production stage of a good or service. Examples: a stove costs 3,000 kwacha exclusive of value-added tax VAT. Calculate the cost of the stove if 16% VAT is included. So we are going to say the cost of the stove is 16% of the cost of the stove, which is 3,000 kwacha, plus the cost of the stove itself. So 16% of 3,000 is, divide 100 into 100, 100 into 3,000, we remain with 16 times 30. 16 times 30 is giving us 480 kwacha. So the cost was the VAT, which was 480 kwacha plus 3,000 kwacha for the cost of the stove. Therefore, the cost was 3,480 kwacha. Question 2. A pressing iron is valued at 115 kwacha inclusive of value-added tax. Given that VAT is charged at 15%, calculate the cost of the pressing iron before VAT. So, We can subtract 15% from 100%, which is giving us 85%. Get 85% of 115 kwacha. Before VAT, the cost was 85 over 100 times the 115. Therefore, the pressing iron costs 97.7 kwacha. The cost of the pressing iron was valued at 97.75 kwacha before VAT was added. Or you can say 100% is 115 kwacha. Subtract 15% from 100%, you get 85%. 85, we don't know, put an X, cross multiply. 100 times X is giving us 100X. 85 times 115 is giving us 9,775. To find the value of X, we'll divide both sides by 100. Our X is equal to 97.75. Therefore, the cost of the pressing iron before VAT was 97.75 kwacha. Overtime. Overtime refers to any hours worked by an employee that exceeds their normally scheduled working hours. Examples: Gillian is paid at the rate of X kwacha per hour for 36 hours per week. If overtime is paid at the rate of double time, express in terms of X his total wage in a week in which he worked for 42 hours. So his normal wage was X times 36. His overtime was 42 minus 36 times 2 times X. So we are going to say total wage is equal to wage plus overtime. His wage was 36 times X plus his overtime was, since it was double time, you multiply 2 times X. The number of hours for his overtime were 42 minus 36, which is going to give us a 6. Multiply X times 36, you get 36X. 2X times 6 will give us a 12X. 36X plus 12X is giving us 48X. Therefore, his total wage was 48X. Question 2. Mapulamba is paid 20 kwacha per hour for a 30-hour week, and the rate of overtime is double rate. Calculate his total wage in a week in which he worked for 40 hours. So his normal wage was 20 times 30. His overtime was 20 times 2, since it was double time, times 40 minus 30. His overtime hours was 10 hours. So we are going to say total wage equal to wage plus overtime. His wage was 20 kwacha times 30. His overtime was double, 20 times 2 times 10, which is 40 minus 30. So if you multiply 20 times 30, you get 600 kwacha. 2 times 20 times 10 is giving us 400 kwacha. His total wage was therefore 1,000 kwacha. Now, when you're looking at overtime, it's not always that they'll say double rate. Sometimes they'll say rate and a half. So if they say rate and a half, it means that you get the rate, which is a 20 kwacha, plus half of 20 kwacha, which is a 10 kwacha. So rate and a half is 30 kwacha.